Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I hope wherever you are in the world, today has been treating you well. In today's video, as you can see from the title down below, I am going to be doing a full face of Essence. Now, I have every single product apart from one to put on with you today. I have the product, it's just empty, and I only realised when I got it out of my drawers. So I've got a product to talk to you about in that category, but I won't be applying it because it's empty. So everything will be linked down below. I always get asked where I buy Essence products from. Because I am a UK girly, I do live in England, so it's not the easiest to get your hands on anymore now that good old Wilko's has gone from the UK high street. I get all of my Essence and Catrice products from either Just My Look or Notino. I will leave both of those websites linked down below for you. However, I tend to lean towards Notino these days because the prices are a little bit cheaper there and they often have more offers and things on that website, but Just My Look does have free shipping if you spend over £10, £20, something like that. You don't need to spend very much and you get free shipping on Just My Look, but Notino still works out a little bit cheaper if you're buying quite a few bits. So everything will be linked down below, like I say, and let's just dive straight in because there's a lot of products that I want to talk about today, starting with the Hydro Hero 48 Hour Hydrating Primer. I love a hydrating primer. This really does not have very much product left in it. Like does it have any product left in it? Like, there's barely nothing left in there, but I will get a little bit out and let's hydrate this skin of mine. If you can't tell, I have had a cold. I haven't filmed in like nearly 2 weeks because I have been struggling. I have really, really been struggling. So I may need to pop off and just go make myself a cup of hot tea or something to keep the old voice box going. But my skin has really been struggling because I've just been struggling. It's just been a whole struggle. It's not even that it was like a very, very bad cold, but it's, like I said, it's been like nearly 2 weeks and I'm still coughing, I'm still sneezing all of the time. I am just one big struggle bus. So a nice little hydrating primer, beautiful. Is it anything crazy? No. Is it a nice hydrating primer? Absolutely. So for foundation, I dug this one out because I've not used it in ages. This is the I Heart Flawless Skin Foundation, matte and full coverage. Because even though I'm dry, I do still like a matte full coverage foundation. So give this a good shake. And it's new makeup sponge day. Always very, very exciting. So 3 pumps-ish. That colour looks great for me. This never happens. So I'm just going to take some on my sponge and blend this across my face. Okay, so that's the foundation all blended in. Absolutely did not need 3 pumps. Why did I think that I would need even close to that amount? I would say I probably used like 1.5 there. Like, there's so much product left there on the back of my hand. That was a mistake. I don't know if I have ever had a foundation that good of a colour match. Like, that's just the perfect shade for me. That is 20 medium porcelain. Lightweight texture with a natural matte finish. I agree. I really, really like how that looks. And even with that hydrating primer on underneath, it still looks really nice and matte, but it feels very comfortable. Like, it doesn't feel heavy. I really, really like that. I will say it is clinging a little bit around my nose, but also I have had to blow my nose approximately 700 times a day for the last 2 weeks. So it's an actual miracle that there is any skin left on my nose at this point. So, like I was saying at the start, the only product that I don't have to use today is a concealer. I got this one out and realised, like, I don't even know why it was in my drawer. It is completely empty. This is the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Concealer. Like, can you see how see through all of that packaging is. So yeah, I don't know why that ended up back in my drawers, but I love it. If you have very sensitive skin, obviously, like it's a sensitive hypoallergenic formula, it is a really nice formula, very nice and hydrating, almost serumy feeling, very similar to the one that I'm going to use, which is from Catrice. So it's a similar brand, I mean they're sister brands, but like similar price point. This is the Instant Bright Serum Concealer, medium coverage. I would say that this one, the Essence one, is medium coverage as well, and I have this in the shade 002N. And that's what that looks like. The Essence one, oh, I'm not going to be able to tell you what shade this is because it will have rubbed off. Couldn't tell yet. It was probably on that sticker that's left all of that gunge on the side of the lid. So I'm just going to go ahead and add concealer around these dark eyes. Let's try and cancel out some of this redness, shall we? So that is the concealer all blended out, and I like how that's looking. I am perfectly happy with that. I will just point out, in case it wasn't abundantly clear, I did my eyebrows before I started because I just couldn't face coming on here looking like an actual big toe today. And that is how I was looking and also feeling before I put my brows on. So for the colour products, let's add some colour back into this face. I cannot remember the last time I used this, and I can't remember what I think of it, so let's give it a go. It is the Essence Contouring Duo Stick. This is in 20 Light, so that's what the contour side looks like, and then it's got a highlight. I don't think I'm going to use the highlight. No, it's like a matte highlight. I'm not interested in that, but I will use the contour side. So let's tuck this hair away again. This hair, I am having such a moment with my hair, but that is not, I don't need to talk about that today. So let's shorten this forehead a little bit. Let's shape the snoot. Ooh, let's try and not emphasize that bump in the middle of my nose. Is that good? It's very grey, but such is contour, such is shadow. And let's take a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and blend. Ooh, it's very creamy. That's blended right in. Jolly good, love that for me. Okay, cheekbones. Where did they come from? I really like that. There is no bronze to it. There is no like warmth to it. That is straight up. I mean, it's in the name. It's in the name. Oh goodness. But that has found me some cheekbones out somewhere. I was not born with those. So I really like that. I wish that the highlighter end was glowy, shimmery, actual highlightery rather than a matte highlight. I never really understand why they do highlights that are matte for the face. Like, that just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. So, but blush. Oh, I love these. This is the Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush. This is in 10 Pinkalicious. Look at that colour. Oh, so pretty. I do have powder, bronzer and blush, so just a little bit. Let's not go too crazy. I like that this has the lockable little twisty doofer. We love that. These are really nice and pigmented. They are really nice and blendable. I'll put a little bit on my snoot. And yeah, let's get a brush. Let's blend that out as well. And I feel like that colour has brought me back to life. Like, it's ever so slightly glowy. I don't know if you can see. That's just from the blush. Ever so slightly glowy, but like nothing crazy. I want more glow. We will get there. But I love these. I'm fairly certain I included these in my yearly favourites from last year. I love them. 10 out of 10. I love them. So let's do the powder, bronzer and blush. I could have sworn that I had like an individual powder bronzer from Essence. Can I find it? Absolutely not. Everything's organised. Everything's where it's meant to be. I've tidied my table. But can I find it? No, I can't even like think what it looks like off the top of my head. But like I must have one somewhere. Come on. But I did find this, which is the Love That Glow and Bronze palette. And I know that I really like this bronzer. I'm not sure on the glowy bronzer, as much as I love a glowy bronzer, but I think that that is very, very glowy. So I'm just going to take a Real Techniques blush brush and go into that matte bronzer and add some bronze over the like cream contour that we put on before. Warm up the skin a bit, get a bit springy, you know. I love that colour too. I love that colour too. So I have also just taken that sort of across the eyelids as well. I don't have an eyeshadow palette, but I've got some other bits, but I thought let's just start off that eyeshadow sort of a thing with the bronzer. I love that colour, really, really nice and blendable. I wouldn't necessarily recommend the palette because like the glowy bronzer is like incredibly glowy, and then I feel like the highlighter that I've got, the like individual highlighter, is better than that highlighter. So I like the matte bronzer, but I would recommend you just get a matte bronzer rather than the whole palette, you know. So for blush, sorry, I know people hate it when they do that, but I really, really like this blush as well. This is the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. This is in 07 Cool Coral, and I feel like that with that blush, and these are glowy, beautiful, absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So just get a little bit of that and dust that over the liquid blush that we did. That colour, it's so pretty. Have I gone overboard? Absolutely. Were you expecting any less? You shouldn't have been. You shouldn't have been. Of course, I have done too much blush. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not leaving the house today. Nobody's going to see me apart from all of you. Welcome. I don't know what to say to you. What were you expecting? What were you expecting? So, for highlight. Like I say, that highlight in there, in the palette is... she's fine. She's fine. But my favourite is this one. Essence. Why do I always do this? It's a full face of Essence, and I have told you before every single product that it is Essence, the highlight. You get it. You get it. I haven't had human interaction for a very long time. Can you tell? So, this is 01 Mesmerising, and this is so pretty. So, so pretty. If I get some on my brush there. Yes. Yes. 2016 called She Wants Her Highlight Back. But I say, it's mine. Sorry, 2016, you're going to have to get your own highlight. I mean, this probably was a highlight in 2016. I wasn't into makeup in 2016. Wild concept, now look at me. But that highlight, so pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, so for the eyes, I just put a little bit of lip oil on because I've had a cold. I don't think I've mentioned it, but you know. This is the Blend and Line eyeshadow stick. This is 04 Full of Beans, and I just want to like darken up on the outer corner a little bit with this, blend it out with more of like a dense brush, and then I've got this, which is technically a highlighter, but I like to use it on the eyes. This is the Meta Glow highlight, and this is, I think this just came in one shade. I think Meta Glow was the shade. It says that it's a duochrome highlighter, and it is so pretty. It is like, it's got like a purpley reflect to it, very, very bright. Would look very, very pretty on the face, but I'm just not cool enough for that. Absolutely not. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this eyeshadow stick on like the outer third and sort of along the lash line a little bit. This is ever so slightly sort of metallic-y, but it's a really beautiful like warm brown. So I'm just going to tap it in. You can tap it in with your finger or with a brush. I prefer a brush. I don't like having product on my hands or fingers if I can avoid it, so I'm just going to blend that out a little bit, go back in, deepen it up a little bit. I will also put some under the eyes, smoke it out a little bit. So that is the eyeshadow stick all blended out. I really like layered that up on the outer corner and basically didn't blend it to get that really nice and deep on the outer corner. Just adding more because I want to be quite deep and smoky. So creamy, so blendable, but also like once it sets down, really long lasting. You can also use these in like the waterline or tight line, or you can pick it up on like an angled sort of flat brush and like create sort of a smoky cream eyeshadow wing. I really like those sticks. I don't know what the other shades look like, but that one, what did I say, Full of Beans? Yeah, 04 Full of Beans. It's got a beautiful like deep warmth to it. So pretty. Really like that one. Then I'm just going to take my finger and tap. I mean, look at that. It's like sheer, and then when it catches the light, it's got that bright purple. Just going to tap that over like the inner part of the eye, which is a bit of a struggle at the minute. The nails are long. I need to text my nail girl and get them done because these were meant to be a temporary set, and then I got a cold. I'm not going to see it when I've got a cold. She's got a kid. That is just rude. So tap that over there. Then I'll just use the same brush, wiped off on my pyjama bottoms, you know the drill, and tap over that top edge. And that is all I'm doing for eyeshadow. Because like I say, I've tried a few eyeshadow palettes from Essence. If you have any recommendations, I really am all ears, but the few that I've tried, I've not been very impressed with. I think for a similar price point, you can get something much better from different brands. So if you have any recommendations, happy to hear, but I don't have any recommendations for actual eyeshadow palettes. So this, oh, I'm knocking everything over. This is another product that I've not used in ages, but should be one that I love because it's a black liquid liner that's a brush tip. Should be right up my street, but cannot remember. This is the Easy Brush Liner. Eyeliner tip with soft bristles, super easy handling, precise application. Yeah, let's just try. Let's just try. I'm not wanting to do anything too crazy big. She says, let's see how this goes. Okay. I'm not mad at it. It's not my favourite. I feel like I can still see that like purpley shift from the highlighter slash eyeshadow underneath. It's not the blackest. It's not the easiest. If you're wanting a recommendation at a similar price point, the Catrice brush tip, I can't remember the name of it. I'll leave it linked down below. The Catrice one is much better, in my opinion. And I would have preferred a brown, but I don't have one. And I wasn't going out and buying products just for this video. So for mascara, I mean, I've got a few favourites from Essence. I've got a few favourite mascaras from Essence. This one is just one that I'm on with at the minute. This is the Call Me Queen Dramatic False Lash Effect. I have really been enjoying this. It's got a very interesting wand. If I get real close, can you see where it's got like bristles right round the end? It's like covered in bristles all the way around. It's very interesting. I don't have any other mascaras that are quite like that. Really long lasting, very volumizing and dramatic. So I will go ahead and do a couple of layers and show you what it looks like. But a firm favourite. Actually, the Lipstick Lesbians over on TikTok, Instagram, all of the places, they had this in their yearly favourites for 2024, this mascara, and I completely forgot that it launched in 2024, truly. So it was a favourite. I really liked it last year. Probably too old to be using on my eyeballs, but I'm only using it on my eyeballs, it's fine. Like, look at how dramatic those lashes are. They are long, they are volumized, like so long, so dramatic. I mean, I could zoom you in or I could just get closer to the camera. So volumized, so dramatic. This is exactly how I want my lashes to look at all times. I love this mascara. And if you have tried the one that everybody goes on about, Lash Princess, with the turquoise like greeny writing on, don't love. That one smudges like crazy instantly on me. This one lasts all day. There's so many good mascaras from Essence, and I don't know why everybody always goes on about the Lash Princess one. Because in my opinion, that's one of the worst ones. Like, there's so many other ones. Don't discount Essence mascaras if you have tried that one. I wanted to also mention powders, but I don't feel like I need a powder. I'm feeling sufficiently matte where I want to be matte and glowy everywhere else, so I'm not going to use these, but I love both of them. The Brighten Up Banana Powder and the All About Matte Fixing Powder. Both of these are really good for quite different things. I use the Brighten Up powder because I've got more of a yellow undertone. I use this one if I need to brighten, if I don't necessarily need to set, but I'm wanting to sort of brighten in this sort of area to like lift maybe a foundation that's a little bit too dark for me, or if I've over bronzed. Guilty, do that all the time. I really like the Brighten Up powder for that, and you can see I have hit pan in that one, and I will have to be repurchasing probably quite soon because I use that one a lot. I really like it. And then All About Matte, which looks just white. It doesn't come off too white, it does a little bit. I don't know if I would necessarily recommend if you had like very deep skin, but I feel like you can make it work if you just use a little bit. Very mattifying, very, like, it really does like lock in your makeup, make it last very well. I don't believe I have any setting sprays from Essence. Did I even look? No. But I don't think I've got any. So let's move on to the lip. If you have seen my channel before, you will know the love affair that I have with the 8 Hour Comfort Matte Lip Liner in Cushion Talk. I always want to say Pillow Talk because obviously, so that is obviously what we're going to be using today. I will just wipe off that lip oil. That was a P. Louise one, in case you were wondering. Because this is one of my, it's my favourite lip liner. I was trying to be subtle about it, but no, this is my favourite lip liner. If I was getting married tomorrow, this is the lip liner that I would wear. I wear this to work. I wear this every single day. I would happily just have this. I'm taking that back before I say it. I did a video last week where well, you saw it last week, I filmed it 2 weeks ago because, have I mentioned I've had a cold, where I was talking about my top 10 lip products. This was in it. It's incredible. This formula is so good, so long lasting, so creamy. It's a mechanical pencil. It's just incredible. And I think on Notino, these are like £1.80. Please, if you get anything out of this video, just get one of these lip liners. They're so good. So let me draw on my lips. And on a normal day, I would be so happy just scribbling this all over the lips and calling it a day, because I love this colour. And it's a matte long lasting lip liner, but it doesn't drag. It doesn't feel drying on the lips. It's such an incredible formula. Please, if you are my sort of skin tone, either Cushion Talk or Rosy Nude for a nude option. Classic red if you're wanting a red. So pretty. And then, like I said, lips drier than the Sahara Desert at the minute, so I need something really nice and hydrating. So the lipstick that I'm going to use is the Caring Shine Vegan Collagen lipstick. This is in 202 My Mind. This colour with this lip liner. Perfection. And so nice and hydrating. So pretty. Such a nice hydrating formula. I have a few of these. I have a deeper colour. The pigment really shows up beautifully, and as if by magic, I am just starting to lose my voice. So that is my full face of Essence. I have refound some favourites here. That foundation looks lovely, despite the fact that my skin is literally ejecting itself from my body. What am I talking about? I need to wet the whistle. I would absolutely love to know, what are your favourites from Essence? Are any of these your favourites as well? Because I am absolutely thrilled at how this has turned out. I look like I haven't been sick for 2 weeks. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope that this video wasn't too long. I need to go. I thought I was going to be able to film some more videos today, but I don't think my voice is going to be able to handle that. It's been a whole struggle. I'll be back and fighting soon, I am sure of it. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.